Whack-a-macabre, everybody. It's that time of month. In the beginning of the month, either the first day or second day of the month, I show you what I've been playing the last month. I've been playing way more than this, but there's, you know, these, when I listened to them, I was like, fuck, I gotta talk about this. Alright, the first one I'm gonna show you, Saxon Sacrifice. This is an amazing album, and I want to thank my friend Ron Dimer, who let me know that this was on sale at Amazon for 12 bucks. I could not pass it up. Bought it, love it. Alright, Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Soup. This is one of the many. I believe what happened was all these albums are not, you can't get anymore, because at the time when these albums came out, the Hendrix estate didn't have control, and now they do. So they released their own shit. I don't know, maybe you could still get this, I don't know. But man, In From the Storm, so many good songs on here. Easy Rider, Polyap, Freedom, Angel, Room Full of Mirrors. I love it. How to put that in the curling Kraken. All right, here's something completely different. Black metal from my favorite black metal band, Immortal. And this is Sons of Battles in the North. Man, I can't get enough of Immortal. And I'm not a big black metal guy. I love Emperor. I thought they were cool. I love them. And who else is there that I like? Mayhem. I like some of the Mayhem. I have Death Crush. But this is my favorite, man. I love Immortal. Abath is a freaking riot. Love it, man. All right, next. Here's the instrumental. Tony McAlpine, Maximum Security. I've always loved this. George Lynch is on a track or two. This is an amazing. I mean, this to me, I'll put above Surfing with the Alien or anything Joe Satriani's done. Tony McAlpine's freaking awesome. All right, next. Oh man, did I pull this? Wait, I may have more than usual. I don't remember. I did play it this month, but maybe, I don't know. Don't listen to what I'm saying. This is amazing. This is my favorite of the Gamma albums. They made 3. I like Gamma 1, 2. I didn't like 3. Skin and Bone, 4 Horsemen. This is Ronnie Montrose. And yeah, I'll say something controversial, but I really do agree. I really do mean this. Gamma 1 and 2, I like way more than the first Montrose album. This gets no love, and it's weird, man. This is amazing. I dig that album cover, too. Gamma 2, it rules. Ronnie Montrose, rest in peace. All right, I listened to this whole box set, the whole thing. I love Hallows Eve, man. Death and Insanity, Monument, Tales of Terror. Just amazing stuff. You know, me and my 2 friends, we drove over 5 hours to go see them way up in North Florida. Florida's huge. You know, I have people like online that say, "Hey man, I'm gonna be in Orlando. You should come visit." Dude, Orlando is like almost 4 hours from me, and we went even further than Orlando, because everybody that lives up, you know, New York, you got Philadelphia right there and all this shit. I know, because I've toured those places. You know, they're kind of like just an hour or maybe an hour or 2 apart. You know, but yeah, Hallows Eve rules. Suck some rock gun and fire my gun. Early thrash, early Angel Dust was more thrash. I love the power metal direction they went in. And man, I gotta tell you, man, I saw them on the Enlightened in Darkness tour, right? And I met them, I had them sign all my shit, and the original member then was the bass player. And the only guy that played on this album from that lineup. And he was as cool as can be. I thought he was the coolest guy. And I remember when they were playing live, I go, "You rule." And they're from Germany. He did it with a thick German accent. I was like, I screamed, "You rule." And then he runs up the microphone, "No, you fucking rule." And I'll tell you something interesting about that show, too. They were opening for Nevermore. I think it was Nevermore, Opeth, and Angel Dust was the opening act. And what happened was, I don't know, some scheduling bullshit where Opeth, Nevermore went on first and they headlined. And a lot of people left, but I didn't. And they were thanking us all. Thank you for not leaving, you know. And, you know, there was way more people there for the other bands. So they really loved everybody that stayed. Awesome band. Oh, and the bass player, I found out died. I didn't know that till like years later. I was like, what? Sad. All right, here's one that'll shock you. I love the early REM. And this is a compilation of this stuff. Those IRS albums, I own them all. I think they're all great. There's a compilation of it, and it's awesome. I love this band. When the early, I didn't like Shiny Happy People shit later on. But I love the early stuff. You know who also was a big fan of REM? Cliff Burton. True story. All right. Rest in peace. Siggy Whitebeater from the Mentors. I listened to Up the Dose. Man, this shit's aged well. I know, I mean, it's aged well for me. I'm saying in today's climate, this won't fly. You know, everything is, you know, songs like, you know, White Trash Woman and Rock'em Sock'em would not fly today. Actually, when they re-released, Metal Blade re-released You Asked For It and Up the Dose on CD, and they left off Rock'em Sock'em because it's so offensive. But, yeah, man, Suckin' Fucking Cookin' Clean, Adultery, Kick It On Down, White Trash Woman on the Rag, Couch Test Casting is another real vile one. Secretary Hump, love it. The Mentors, rest in peace, El Duce and Sicky. All right, next. Oh, I want to thank my friend, and you all know him, Joseph Manella. He got me this. This was the Iron Maiden live album. What's it called again? En Vivo, right? Yeah, man. Good stuff, man. Thank you so much, Joseph Manella. All right. Here's an obscure one. Holy Terror. They have two albums. I have the other one, Mind Wars, which is awesome. But this one, Terror and Submission. If you like some dirty, thrashy stuff, this is from the 80s. Not very well known. Amazing stuff. I may love Mind Wars a little more. I don't know. I got to listen to it again. Maybe I love them equal. All right. All right. I love. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. All right? I love Cheap Trick at Budokan, the complete concert. Love it. I like this one more. Most people would say, nah, man, the complete concert, you get the whole show. Yeah, that's cool. I got on vinyl. I got the box set of it. I love it. Don't get it twisted, all right? We're going to cut the deck again. I like the condensed version of this. Damn, I got the cough. I think I'm coming down with something. I just love this album. It's very special to me. And I bought this again on CD because the original version wasn't, like Robin Zander sounded like shit. And some parts of the songs were different than this version. This is touched up in the studio. The better version. All right, Iced Earth, man. This is a brilliant album, man. Night of the Storm Rider. Angel Holocaust. What an opener. I love me some Iced Earth, man. And this is a fantastic album. The album that had did not have Matt Barlow in it. Matt Barlow joined the next album, but awesome stuff. All right, yeah. This is some grunge, man. I love this album. Playing it the other day, I was like, fuck. This album is so good. It's aged well, but I've never liked Outshine. Never liked that song. And here's the weird thing. When I saw Bad Motorfinger twice. That tour twice. Both times I saw it, they didn't do Outshine. And that was the hit. And I was thankful. There's a great album, Bad Motor Finger. What's my favorite song on here is probably A Room 1,000 Years Wide. But man, I love Screaming. No. Slaves and Bulldozers. That's my favorite. Jesus Christ Pose. Searching with My Good Eye Closed. Mind Riot. Good stuff. All right. My favorite Slayer release is Haunting the Chapel. My favorite Slayer is the Metal Blade Years. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Slayer's greatest album is Rain and Blood. That's how I feel. But I like this more, even though that's my favorite, I like it more. Just like the Beatles are like my favorite. I think they're the greatest band of all time. But I like Black Sabbath and Merciful Fate more. But I understand how the Beatles are the best. But there you go. Love it, man. Chemical Warfare and Cryonics are my favorite Slayer songs. All right, this will really shock you. Get ready for this one. I've never held up a CD like this or album like this I'm currently cranking. And I don't think I've ever done an episode, period, talking about this. NWA, Niggas for Life. I own this, and I own Straight Outta Compton. I like this one more. I do. I think this one's more. What's the song I really like on here? I like the whole album, but something, I forgot. Yeah, amazing stuff. And I'm not a hip hop guy. I feel those two NWA albums set the bar way too high. That every hip hop shit I heard is not as good as shit. Now, Easy comes close. You know, some of his soul stuff is really good, but it's no NWA. I know, it's shocking, right? I would hold up a hip hop album. Best hip hop there is. Oh man, the Smithereens. Another band. I want to thank my co-host on the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast, Ian Wadley, for turning me on to the Smithereens. Because we do a pick of the week at the end of each episode. So his pick of the week was the Smithereens doing Beatles songs. And I when he talks about it, I usually put the song in the background and I downloaded the song. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, fuck, this is really good. I thought it was great. I actually liked there's no song on there I like more than the Beatles, but the one that comes really close is their version of Don't Bother Me. I thought it was so good, but I think the whole album's good. But then I got so into them, I took a deep dive. And yeah, I have like 3 records of theirs, but this one, Especially for You, has my favorite song, which is Behind the Wall of Sleep. My favorite Smithereens song. Not my favorite Black Sabbath song, but that's a great song too. But yeah, man, the whole album's really good. Blood and Roses, what a great bass riff. Smithereens, man. What's the singer's name? Pat D'Annunzio, rest in peace. Smithereens, I dig them. All right, grossly underrated Danzig album, Danzig 4. I think is very underrated. I don't understand how this album didn't become huge. Because here's the thing. They just became big with the live Demon Sweat album. And they were big. And this was the follow-up. And I thought with that momentum, to release an album this good would blow it up. But no, man. It kind of didn't do much. But I love this album, man. Brand New God, Can't Speak, Going Down to Die, Until You Call Upon the Dark is awesome. I Don't Mind the Pain. The whole thing, I love it. All right. This is the last vinyl too I'm showing. Is my favorite Rush live album. Now this is the Farewell to Kings you know, repressing. This has Fairwater Kings, and then it has three, well, 1.5 really. Live at Hammersmith, February 20th, 1978. It's my favorite Rush live album. I'm listening to this, I go, man, this I definitely got to talk about. Spread the Gospel. It was released on one of their live albums as a bonus disc, but that has even more. All right, now the last one. The DLR Band, David Lee Roth. I love this album. He does sound rough in some songs like Blacklight, ooh. But man, Slam Dunk, Counter Blast, Little Texas, probably my favorite. What was that? Indeed I Do. A little long, you know, it could be shaved a bit. Some songs can, you know, get out of here like Blacklight, but still a solid album. So there you go. That is my Currently Cranking from the month of May. Now we're in June. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. You all rule, man. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.